Do you let stress knock you out of alignment? Do you let stress control you? Do you lose sleep over it? Nervous stomach? Did you know stress can in fact make you stronger, smarter, and happier? It can when we learn how to embrace it. We can embrace stress by creating a mindset that it gives focus and energy to us. The focus and energy from our stress connects us to activities and brings us closer to people that help us step into the greatness that we were meant to be. Overcoming difficulties give life a whole new meaning by creating awareness you didn't have before. Your brain was built to learn from stress. Stress is a direct connection to resilience, our ability to recover from setbacks and adapt well to change in the face of adversity. Embracing stress is a game changer. Recognizing why stress is good for you has the potential to change your life forever.
What up?
Hi. I still haven't got that intro right yet. It's kind of tricky.
That's all right.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Say hi.
I'm sorry I missed last week.
It was okay. I was really burnt out last week. So if you don't even watch it.
I was stressed. So
I had just come back from the deer farm and I was like just drained and tired.
Oh yeah, did you see the llama? Was there llamas there?
Yes, there was.
Did they spit on you?
No, but the deer bit me, but it already went away. There was a bruise.
Really? It bit you?
Yeah, and he was the same height as me. So every time I turned around, his ass was right there. And I was like, "Ooh, you're the one that
bit me." He just bit you, huh? You
yeah,
weren't trying to feed him?
They don't give you very much food for them. Like you put the quarter in and it comes out of the machine, and it's like literally in it. So like, yeah, they wanted more food. But he was kind of cute. I kind of bonded with him by the end of the day.
Oh, I haven't seen a deer in a long time.
The deer farm is still the bomb. You gotta go.
I know.
I've
been little. It was funny when they spit on Michelle. Oh, and then a bird on her head. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mr. Lee. Thank you for being my moderator.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Uncle Bones. Hi, Uncle Bones. How are you? I thanked you. So thank you, Uncle Bones. For being you. Brian and Chewy go hiking. I just watched you on Mog's show. Hi. Hello there. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my show.
That mom was there. She was eating. Hello, Jen.
Hello, Jen. Oh, my sister says she had deer snot all over her. She did. She did.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were pretty snotty, weren't they?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what are my nails saying? My nails are saying business over here and party right here. All right. So did you guys like my little video just now? Stress video? I worked on that today.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that twist.
I know, right? Like stress isn't all bad. We think like stress is the worst, but actually it makes us who we are. Makes it stronger.
At first I thought you said that when you said in fact, I thought it said end fat, that it can end fat. And I was like, well, dang it. Then I'll be skinny in no time.
So on the thumbnail, it says stress management and feel-good rituals. So feel-good ritual to me is what I called it. I call them is when I'm feeling like shit, anything that I know will make me feel good, I do. And that's what I call a feel-good ritual. So like singing the song by Delight, Groove is in the Heart, putting that song on, I can be in the shittiest mood. And you put that song on and I will be in a good mood by the time that song is over. Talking to my cat, hanging out with my cat, which pets have healing properties. So
yes, they do. I agree with that 1,000%.
So those are like some feel-good rituals for me. How about you? You got any?
Yeah, well, taking my dog for a walk. My dog really puts me in a good mood all the time. She's so cute and adorable. And even when I don't feel like necessarily taking her for a walk, she just sits there and like looks at me and does this. And she's so cute that I can't help it. And I'm like, okay, let's go for a walk. So, whenever I go outside, when we do go for a walk, like I don't know, I always feel better, a lot sweatier, but better when I come back.
Well, yeah, and because here we live in kind of like the oven of America.
Right. Yep, we do. And then I like juicing in my kitchen and cleaning I don't like cleaning my kitchen, but I think it's like therapeutic because I always set up my computer and I watch something either light and happy or something educational while I cut my veggies.
That's cool. That sounds very relaxing, actually. And those are some really good things. Those are like some things I was going to mention because there is like a therapy called somatic therapy. And that's when you move your body. That's movement of your bodies that induces like release of your feelings and whatnot. And like to keep your flow, your energy flowing. So a somatic exercise, like you said, you feel better when you come in from outside. So
I do. Yeah.
Movement, going out there to walk the dog. And then number 2, you're outside, and just going outside. The sun also has healing properties.
Right.
So just being in the sun can do you good. And you don't even know it. Like we don't even know this. And it can recharge you. Just being outside can recharge you.
Absolutely. Grounding.
Yeah.
I try to walk barefoot. It was like I used to not because with my mom being diabetic, I think part of it was she's never barefoot. And so I always just was never barefoot either, but I always remind myself that it's good for us to connect with the earth sometimes. So if we can touch the earth with our body, lay on the ground or even, I can't do that because I need to make a space in my yard, but that's a different show.
Yeah. And then, sometimes there's dangerous bugs here too. No, but if I ever can, I will lay on the grass. Or if I ever see grass, I'm totally down to walk in it because doesn't that feel great? But, also kind of dangerous. But, you got to take a risk.
And I have a grass allergy, so that kind of I get a little itchy.
Okay. Yeah, you better not. But, you can touch a tree too. It's said somewhere, I don't know where, but I read it somewhere, that you can touch a tree and transfer your energy. Like if you're feeling bad, you can touch a tree and the tree will take that energy and put it into the ground, which is Mother Earth, and the earth will transmute, which means turn the energy from positive to negative, the energy positive, and spit it back out in the earth, and it helps the whole world. That is a really beautiful thing to believe, so I believe it. So take it or leave it.
I believe it too. Because like I said, it was in my dream last night that we were connecting to the trees.
By the way, next week's show is going to be about dreams. And we're going to do some tarot at the end also. So I'll pull some cards for people. So I just want to put that little teaser in there because we're both pretty up on our dream interpretation skills. She gives me
I have crazy dreams. I've always been a very lucid dreamer, very, very lucid. Sometimes I yell and actually think I'm in my dream and I act it out. But yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I was dreaming about vampires once and I thought my daughter was a vampire and it was pretty funny. They were confused.
Whoa.
But
wow.
I was like, get out of here. The vampires are coming. And they were like, what?
Oh my gosh. Do you ever have a reoccurring dream?
I I used to when I was a little girl. Yep, I did. I had reoccurring dreams a lot. Actually, when I used to sleep at your house, I used to have that reoccurring dream that the scientist guy from Back to the Future murdered my family.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
Right. I know. That's so
For those
random.
who don't know, we grew up next door to each other. Well, across the alley. If you want to be technical, it was right across the alley, and the alley was the pathway to each other's house, and so we grew up very close. And we're part of each other's childhood, like just stitched in there, like really, really burned in there. So, just so you know,
you were 3108, right?
Yeah, I was 3108. Yours was,
and I'm 3109.
North Tyndall.
Yep.
Oh, we gave away your location. Oh, we don't live there anymore.
Right. I wish. I want to buy it back someday. I always tell my parents that.
I know, right? We tried our hardest to get out of there as fast as we can. Now we're trying to get back there.
Right. Yep.
Okay, so anyways, back to so some more feel-good rituals that I was asking around about to some of our other friends. One of them was taking a shower, and that was Aisha. She says that that's her hydrotherapy. And
nice.
While she's in the shower, it gives her time to be solitude so that she can organize her thoughts and go within and really find the answers she's really looking for. And also, she added this in there that it provides her white noise. Cool, huh?
Right. That is, so that is a feel-good ritual I have too when I fall asleep at night. I always have, well, I sometimes listen to my music, but even like in the background of this, I have thunderstorm sounds or ocean sounds or rain. I have to have like water sounding things in my background for some reason.
Oh, that is so cool. I love that stuff. I used to listen to like binaural beats. And it's supposed to balance out your brain hemispheres. And when your both brain hemispheres are working in the same wave, it's really good for you. But lately I've been hypnotizing myself. So
that's good too.
That I got to keep myself in check.
That's a feel good ritual too, because
I
feel out of whack when we need to do that for me again. Because
we do. ASAP, buddy.
Yep. But stress is, I'm interested to learn about how you can use it for your benefit, because I am very familiar with how stress can work to your detriment.
Yeah, it can be hard on your body. It can cause disease.
Right. My dad was actually diagnosed. He had thought he had a heart attack, and the ER diagnosed him with broken heart syndrome. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. And it's caused physiologically, your heart is impacted by stress or something emotionally hard to go through. So, everything that we go through with my mom, it's an actual thing. I'd never heard of that before.
I'm pretty sure now that you've told me it's an actual thing, I'm pretty sure I've had it. I'm pretty sure I had it a bunch of times.
Yeah. And it can be dangerous. Your heart actually can enlarge from.
I knew it.
From
I knew it.
I
just knew it, dude.
Yeah. It's real.
What did they give your dad for that?
Nothing. They just advised him to try to reduce his stress level if he could. And then, just heart healthy stuff, like watch your sodium intake and try to watch the alcohol. And
your dad is the best guy. You had a good dad. Good parents. We had good parents.
Yeah, my parents are pretty the shit. I agree.
Your parents are the shit. Mine were really strict, but they're still the shit. I mean, they were still the shit.
But they were. Your mom helped raise me.
So they were really, really cool. They're still cool.
They were. They are still cool. They forget things a lot, but that's okay. So do I.
So you know what we forget to do whenever we get super, super duper stressed out, and it's one of the very first things that we should do when we're having a freaking moment, one of those, those freaking moments.
Drink water.
Ask yourself, have I drank any water? And then ask yourself, have I eaten anything today? Or
Right.
did I sleep good last night? How am I sleeping? Because all the three of those things, you would be amazed at the difference it makes in your life if one of those things are off balance. So like if you're super stressed, one good way to feel better is to drink and eat and sleep.
And
kind of
it's
like
funny
a hangover.
because
That's how you cure a hangover too.
Right. And it's kind of funny because when you do, usually when one of those things is missing for me, like myself, if I'm stressed, all those things miss. Like I'm not eating right, I'm not sleeping well. I'm also not hydrating. So, yeah. And it's very easy to like lose, you know, all of the good habits that you've tried to do when stress is looking at you in the face.
And like, I don't know about you, but when I'm upset or pissed off or stressed out, the last thing I want to do is eat.
Yeah, same.
Well, some people go the opposite. Some people want to eat a lot. Some people don't want to
Right.
freaking eat nothing. I don't want to. Ooh, I'm so mad. Like I can't eat. I just feel like my stomach is boiling. So that's not good. That is not good. And it is not helping your situation if you're like that.
Right. And it's also not the best thing. A lot of us want to just do other terrible things. I make poor decisions when I'm stressed out.
Poor decisions. Me too.
Bad. Right. And a lot of times, you know, we get so stressed out about the fact that we're stressed out that we don't just sit for a minute and allow ourselves to feel the stress. We try to like push it down, and then we don't know why, and then it just like snowballs into this big hairy thing, and we like have a nervous breakdown.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's
got wax warts. That stress.
Yeah, bad.
Right.
As ugly as you can imagine, that's what stress is. So
yes,
you know what else we don't do is if we were to like take a step back and give ourselves a moment, we could probably solve everything because we just need to step back and take a breath.
Right.
Because it's scientifically proven that breathing, it impairs your brain function.
Dude, and I'm bad about not breathing when I'm stressed out. I'll find myself like holding my breath. I've actually literally been before where I'm like, because I forgot to breathe.
Yeah, totally. And then there's a lot of people go around mouth breathing, and when you mouth breathe, you're not getting the same chemicals to your brain in the same way as when you nose breathe. So like, don't be a mouth breather.
Plus, you don't look as smart.
Yeah, it's not.
I do that all the time, though. I do that all the time.
Like when I had a mask on, I found myself. I bet you I looked weird because for some reason when I had a mask on, I was
Me too, dude. Me too. I swear, that's so funny that you say that.
Yeah,
I would be all at Walmart and I'm all.
Yeah, me too. It's horrible. I'm glad we didn't have to wear them for that long because it would have like molded our face that way or something.
I wonder why we did that. That's so weird. Because that's a very random thing for us to go through.
we haven't. That was the first for us. We haven't hit on that yet. But we were having the best conversation before I went live. Oh my God, we should have just pushed play because that was a good one. That's why we wanted to start this show because the shit we get into when we start going is amazing. But we'll save it for a show. We'll save it for. Remember what you said, and no, I'm just kidding. I don't remember.
Yeah, so breathing is hard. It's something like you have done. Your hypnosis and stuff has helped me with learning how to breathe because it's something that we like need to learn how to do. Which sounds weird since we do it automatically.
Yeah, it comes naturally. It's the first thing you do. Like my tattoos, remember? The first thing you do when you wake up and the last thing you do when you die. I mean, when you wake up, when you're born, and it's the last thing you do before you die. So if you remember to just breathe, and it will remind you to do what comes naturally. So always do what comes naturally. Don't ever force anything. And that could help you with stress and anxiety too, if you don't have to do that. So like I'm telling myself too, I'm not just saying it to the world. I'm also telling myself these things because I'm no expert. I'm here just to share it, and maybe we can all promote each other to do these things, you know?
Right.
So, yeah. So you know what? If you don't breathe right, it like affects your endurance level. Like you can't do anything. You can't so you definitely can't think straight. And Even like when
breathing
you're meditating.
helps with pain too.
Oh yes, if you hold your breath or just breathing. Just breathing and your mindset and your calmness level can help with pain, especially in like an emergency pain, like trauma pain.
Childbirth.
Ooh,
That's
yeah,
why they
childbirth.
teach you how to breathe when you're having a baby.
Right. Ugh. I didn't have any drugs when I had my baby. I don't know. There is a hypnosis for childbirth. I want to do that. That's I'm gonna try and do that one day. But
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
that's a very good idea, because I know
people don't want drugs. You know,
right?
I mean, I wanted them. I was all about drugs. I'm like, drugs are fine with me. But I didn't get any. It was just, it all happened so fast. I didn't get any.
I had an epidural, but I was already, I did. I had an epidural both times, but I was already almost 6 centimeters when I got to the hospital, though.
Oh, shit.
So my body births babies very well, but I didn't. So I felt like the first half. So luckily I didn't have to feel the last part. Epidurals are the best invention ever. Yeah, they're like, and I'm like, am I even doing anything? I couldn't tell. But then
how did you do that then? Oh, wow.
Well, then I itched like everywhere, like with my daughter, and I was like a crackhead because you couldn't. I was itching, but I couldn't feel the scratching part, so I was just itching, and I was like, and then I started shaking, and I was like, my teeth were all chattering, and I was like, yeah. So that part sucked because I hate being itchy like that. So, that's one of the worst things for me is itchiness. So they had to give me Benadryl, and yeah.
Wow.
I think it was
they said my childbirth, because that's
right. I know it was an experience. It was a wonderful experience.
So yeah.
Sorry, we got just a little.
No, we keep going off. That's how we do. That's what we do.
Right.
So breathing, just remember to breathe. Take a few deep breaths. Take 6 deep breaths in and out, just your nose. And you will change the biochemical state of your whole being, because you will be getting different chemicals to your brain in a different way. So like, just do that. That could help. And if we could just do that when we're so stressed out and pissed off. But like, what do you do if somebody comes up to you when you're so stressed out and pissed off and they go, breathe? Does it? Yeah.
Well, nobody ever does that. So, I mean, you have done that. And no, I actually, so when I was going to sleep last night, because I was hurting, as you know, like I have a lot of, I have fibromyalgia and I have a lot of pain. So, lately I've been feeling a lot of pain, and I do get more pain if I'm stressed out. My body starts to just really like to attack itself, basically. But last night before I went to sleep, I was doing the breathing, like where I just, when I breathe in, let it until I can't hold it anymore, and then let it out all the way. And I was like imagining my stomach like touching my spine, and I just kept breathing like that in through
I'm so proud of you. That is so good, dude.
And it's weird. You can feel how stressed out you are by the way that you're breathing out, because you realize that, wow, like that, like I took a breath, because it like kind of like all shaky weird, and then the second one's not as bad, and then it becomes like a natural thing. And I slept really good last night. So
you know what? I did send you a pain hypnosis for when you go to bed for your dad that day. You could try it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about doing that for myself. Oh yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I will try.
Fibromyalgia, one of the biggest triggers for that, and what rules it, is being stressed out. So it's really bad for people with fibromyalgia to be stressed out. So for you, it would be good to learn as many different things as you can to combat it.
I agree. I actually would go even further than that and say that I think fibromyalgia is linked to that. I think it's linked to stress and trauma. I think that's what kicks it off.
I'm sure that they're working on proving that, because
but then they'll shut it down, because Big Pharma can't have that.
I know.
And they can't blame stuff on natural stuff that we can fix naturally.
I know, right? They just give us more
That's
pills
one of
and
those.
we're going to make us sick with something else so they can give us something
Right.
else.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. CERN.
I know. Effing CERN.
Effing CERN. That's our new catchphrase, everybody. If you want to catch on to it and use it with us, every time anything happens, we blame it on CERN, and we're just like, damn CERN, effing CERN. So just blame it on CERN. Anyways, so I don't know. So I said about how I listen to music. Music has always been
great.
Yeah, I've always been into that. There's certain songs that I can put on. Oh, or sing. I like to sing too. I rock the karaoke mic very often at my house by myself. So
I love to sing also. I think too that it
jam session with me one day.
Right, we should. I always tell my aunt too that like I want to take her out. Her and I should go out to the desert. I think there's something to screaming.
Screaming.
Just to get it out, to get it out, like literally all of that, got to do something. Maybe even exercise is great for stress, like a strenuous exercise that
like a hike.
Yeah.
You know what? Where there is a great place to scream here in Arizona is off of Midgley Bridge. Midgley Bridge. Yeah, in Sedona.
Oh.
So like there's a place you can pull off, and then there's like where you can go look at like a look off or a lookout. And my cousin actually took me there one time, and she said, "I want you to just scream your freaking head off." And I did, and it is great. And it's like like echoes all around you, and you just scream your ass off. It's great.
Oh, I'd be there for like so long, and people would be like, "Okay, that's enough, Jara." I'd be like, "Let me see if I can make it say something." And then it would be weird if it answered something different than
right. If it answered something different, we wouldn't have to feel like it gave you all the answers.
Right.
So there's books on breath work with different exercises that you can do for different things, like whatever, just anything you're stressing about, whatever subject, there's an exercise for it. And it's supposed to assist you with calming down and regaining your peace of mind. So that's pretty cool.
Isn't that what like Tai Chi is, or Qigong? Isn't that a breathing and a movement thing
is
together?
somatic. It's like with motion.
Oh, okay.
But breathing also.
Yeah, because I think I think that it's like, yeah. So
I really
plus it looks cool.
I think you should come and do it over here with me. It'd be really fun. I love it, and I feel so better afterward too.
It looks cool too.
Qigong.
It looks cool. I want to do it in the park.
Like I do too. When I get better at it, though.
Right? Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that yet. People would be like, is she okay?
Did you know
what is that lady doing?
Breathing increases your self-confidence?
Does it? I can see where it would. And I believe it also helps with your posture.
Oh, heck yeah. You're making me, every time someone says that, it makes me sit up straight.
Oh, well, because I've been trying to make sure, like, be, like, aware of that. Because when I get stressed out, I do this weird, like, hunchy thing.
Me too.
Then I'll notice that I'm sitting all weird. And I'm like, why am I sitting like that?
What is that?
Right. I'll be like that lady in Pet Cemetery.
Oh, God, lady. Don't even say her.
I'm
sorry. That's my scary thought.
Me too. I know. I don't know why I thought of that. That's what it reminds me of.
I have a fun fact, though, about breathing, too, that it can increase your self-confidence and your libido.
What? Oh, that's a good stress reliever.
There you go. Sex. Relieve some stress.
I was going to wait for you to say the 3-letter word.
Okay, so I'm going to open up the chat in a minute. So anybody else could tell us what their rituals are. What do they do to feel good? Oh, I just remembered one: smoking weed. How could I forget that?
Although some people have an adverse reaction to that.
Oh, that's true.
I've met people that get all paranoid, and that's happened to me a couple of times.
So, but before we do that, I want to say one last very important thing on my end about it, and it is, if it's really bad, make sure you talk to somebody. But you can't just talk to anybody. You've got to talk to somebody supportive.
Right.
Because if you talk to somebody not supportive, it's just going to make it worse, and then who knows what the hell could happen from that. So, just talk to somebody supportive. And if you don't have anybody, call me, because I'm supportive. Anybody in the chat, anybody in the whole wide world, call me, because I am supportive.
Yes.
You can talk to anybody. Can talk to me anytime.
Yeah, don't ever suffer in silence. Even if you communicate, like Susie said, with somebody that you maybe don't know all that well, or if you communicate with a complete stranger, sometimes that's really good, because you're never going to see the person again. I have a lot of people, I don't know what it is about myself, but I have people that just tell me crazy things all the time, and I don't know them at all, and they just open right up. And I think that's beneficial for a lot of people. Or even call like a hotline or something. Those suicide lines are there for a reason. It doesn't necessarily have to be only if you're thinking bad thoughts like that.
And not only
can be
suicide lines, there's Facebook groups, or there's chats you can get in 24/7, and they're wonderful people.
Yeah. And a lot of people, so like with communicating, a lot of people, they're afraid. Our society is so good at either teaching us to not communicate or teaching us to communicate like inaccurately or purposely miscommunicating for whatever reason. And but communication it's so important to talk. Like, we as humans, we have to connect, and that's one of the best ways to relieve stress is having somebody to communicate with. And not doing that and keeping quiet or not learning how to communicate it's just adding to the stress, and it starts a vicious cycle that nobody likes to go down.
Damaging to your whole body. I truly believe that stress and anger and sadness, they can be responsible for most of the diseases that we get, because
everybody, we're like so similar too, like we went to dinner last night, and like I was upset, and they were we were all not in a great mood, and
too.
But the night ended, and we were all feeling so much better. And you realize when you do communicate how much you have in common with other people around you. So don't keep it to yourself. Spill your beans, people. Spill your beans.
Call your sister, call your brother, call your freaking favorite uncle or favorite aunt. Or your boss.
Just kidding. Tell them to. Just kidding. Everybody be nice to your boss. Don't get fired.
Be nice to your boss. Oh.
That was a good sound effect.
That was crazy. That was sound therapy right there. Sound therapy. I'm just kidding.
Right. I'd like to hear. I've always wanted to like throw glass bottles off of something tall.
Me too.
And just to hear the crash.
I've always wanted to get a dish and break it like this.
Oh, that'd be fun. See, we should go break stuff. But in a responsible way.
Yeah.
And we would clean up our mess.
Safe first, then teamwork.
Right. It'd be. Oh wait, no, that'd be painful. Never mind. I was gonna say it'd be fun to play like baseball with like glass stuff, but then
that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd probably be fun, but it'd be dangerous.
I have to have like supposed to be boys. I actually think we were supposed to be born boys, Jara.
Possibly. That is very, very possible. I like a lot of boyish things.
Yeah, me too.
And I had a lot of friends that were boys. I was always the friend with the guys were my friend. They didn't really like me.
I
know. But they used to ask me questions about my friends all the time, Susan.
Yeah, they would all ask you. So does anybody have any rituals, feel good rituals? Tell us a weird one. I know one of you guys do something weird to feel good. Tell us. I wanna hear something weird. I probably have a weird one too. Let me try and think.
Do you squish the dog poop between your toes?
No, I don't.
Sorry, that's like just
shoot,
into my mind.
Oh man.
If I lived in California, I'd be, or anywhere that's near the ocean, that would be for sure my feel good ritual would be going to the ocean, just walking on the beach.
That is a feel good ritual for me, but it's not the ocean. It's our ocean, and our ocean is for me always was Oak Creek Canyon, because that's where we go when we did school. That's where we'd go in the summer. That's where we'd go like once a week in the summer. It was good.
Same. I love the creek. Love it.
Yes. When I die, I want everybody to spread my ashes at Oak Creek Canyon, because that's where I want to be.
In the water?
Yeah, in the water. Because then whenever you're or off Midgety Bridge, where I like to scream.
That's the bridge. I think I know what bridge that is. I'm afraid of that bridge. I don't know why. I'm afraid of that bridge for some reason.
I am too. I've always been afraid of it. It's freaked out when you
I'm actually afraid of all bridges. Now that I think about it.
Freaked out concept if you think about it.
Well, you know why I'm paranoid about bridges? I'm specifically paranoid about getting stuck in a traffic jam on a bridge, because I had a nightmare once that I was in a traffic jam and I was in a car accident, and my head, I was like knocked unconscious, but I was aware that I was unconscious, and my head was against the window, and there was like another car that was going to come like the opposite way and hit me. And so I'm just paranoid because I couldn't get off the bridge. I couldn't move, and I was like unconscious.
Oh shit.
So now I get all weird when I'm driving over a bridge and there's a lot of traffic.
I think probably has to do with mine. It probably has to do with because of that one earthquake that when we were kids, the earthquake.
Oh yeah.
San Francisco, where the bridge
Yes. That was in LA, I think, actually. Yeah, where the freeway fell on top of it. Yeah.
It was during the World Series, I believe. Or it was during the baseball game. That was horrifying. And they kept showing that bridge like that, and it was messed up.
And they don't take very good care of bridges in the United States, because remember when in Minnesota?
Fears are crazy. I got
phobias?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of phobias.
I have the rarest fear of all time. Like nobody believes it's a thing, but it really is a thing. You know what it is, right?
No, I don't. Maybe you told me, but I think you did.
It's called taxidermophobia.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, yes. I don't like taxidermy, guys. I think it's the creepiest shit ever, and it freaks me the hell out like no other. Like I get a kink in my neck, and I'm like, get me out of here.
So you don't like to go to a Cabela's then?
No, and my husband one day thought it would be a great idea to have me face my fears. Oh no, it was not a great idea. It was all bad.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but I have a phobia of beetles. And I realize I don't know if beetles and things that like jump or that look like I don't know if there's a name for it, but I realize it's irrational because everybody's like, they're not gonna hurt you, Jara. But I will literally lose my stuff if you were to throw a beetle in a room with me, which those kids that I used to babysit across the street from me in Flagstaff, they did that. They got June bugs. Yes, and they chased me with June bugs, and then so I locked myself in their bathroom, and then they put the June bugs under the door.
Oh God,
I was like, I'm not babysitting them anymore.
That is messed up. Oh man, that's messed up. My god sister put a grasshopper in my pocket one time, and that was messed up too.
Oh yeah, I don't like grasshoppers. I'm afraid of butterflies too.
Aw. I like butterflies.
I like people want to take me to the butterfly thing, and I'm like, nope, I can't. Can't.
So fun, dude.
They used to be worm caterpillar things, and
yeah, they did.
They're pretty to look at, but if one lands on me, I will freak out.
Oh man.
I will.
Oh, did anybody say anything in here? I think Uncle Bone said to shoot a toilet. Like Elvis Presley would shoot his TV. Elvis Presley shot his TV when he was stressed out.
I would shoot a toilet. I would
shoot a toilet. Give me a toilet and a gun. I'll do it right now.
Right. I like shooting things. I mean, that's. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
That came out wrong. I didn't mean it like that. I actually don't like loud noises at all. So I do like shooting BB guns though.
Oh, I didn't know you had a loud
noise.
I'm
good at it. I do. I hate loud noises. I hate it. Like I hate loud cars. I can't handle like those cars that drive around and they're like, wah. Yeah. It freaks me out. I hate loud noises. That's why I don't like balloons. I'm afraid of balloons.
Oh, because when they pop, it freaks you out. Mm-hmm. Dude, I get freaked out when the toast pops out of the toaster. Look, Mr. Lee says he smashes shit up all the time. What kind of shit do you smash up, Mr. Lee? Oh, and here's the one. Suzanne, shoot a toilet with a shotgun. Ooh, with a shotgun. Bang, bang. Pow, pow. I mean,
right. With a double barrel shotgun. It'd be fun is like buying some vases from like home, like Goodwill, and then hitting them with a baseball and breaking them. That'd be fun.
Oh, I know. But then I'd want to do artwork. But you know what?
Right.
I'm collecting all the broken glass that I break, like any glass I break, because I'm going to make a really cool mosaic.
Yeah, I've thought about doing that, but then I'm like, I don't want to cut myself. Because I also have, here's another thing. I have another weird, I should probably save this for the dream show, but I'll just let this one fly real quick.
Okay.
So so you asked me about recurring dreams. Often I have like, there are things in dreams that I dream about often. And one of the things is splintered glass getting in me. I don't like glass that splinters into like
shards.
Yeah, getting into my skin. I have that dream pretty somewhat often. So that's why I always.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's also very random.
Broken glass. That's fragile. So that something is fragile in your mind, and you're afraid of it because it's like doesn't break off like smoothly. It just breaks off in like painful little pieces.
Right, so and like it gets in me, like it gets in my skin, or I'll have to like sit on it.
So that probably represents some sort of stress you're going through when you dream about that. I think we should do this right here, what Jen says. I think we should do that really quick. Tighten up all your muscles and take a deep breath in, then release your muscles and breathe out, I guess. And then so it should feel awesome. So let's do it. Okay, ready? Okay, ready. I'm gonna tighten up all my
Okay. I remember when little kids used to do that.
Yeah. Okay, for real.
Okay.
Okay, wait. What? Tighten them up, then breathe. Okay, tighten them up.
Oh, wait. Oh. I can't breathe if I'm tight.
Release and let go. Oh, mine cracked. I just cracked. My back cracked.
I thought you said I just cracked. Sorry. Oh, I thought you said cracked. I have to breathe first and then tighten my muscles.
Yeah, I know it's kind of hard, kind of confusing. But yeah, that was good. That was a good one. I liked it. It worked. It released something. I know. The first thing I did was
I think I do too good of a job of tightening my muscles. I actually pulled my muscle in my neck one time from doing the thing.
Oh, that hurts.
I pulled it so hard I couldn't like move my head for like 3 days.
Oh wow.
That made me laugh. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, that was awesome, Jen.
Laughter is huge.
Yes, laughter is huge for stress relief, dude. Just go laugh. Watch something. Watch Weekend at Bernie's.
You know what I used to watch when I was in a bad mood? I used to love to watch George Bush, because his Bushisms or whatever. Like when he would give a speech and he would say something silly. That guy cracks me up. It's funny. I think he'd be cool to smoke pot with.
Probably. Oh yeah, probably. I think everybody's cool to smoke pot with.
He's like all the hardworking people that put food on their families instead of on their tables.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he said so many funny things, dude.
I would too. What if I was president? There would be so many.
Me too. There would be. Yep. Laughter is definitely something. Dikey was telling me that she was watching cat videos. I was going to tell her, you should see Susie's cat. Her cats are funny.
Oh, that's true. I watched those little goats that hop around.
Yeah, those are funny.
That works. Like, you know which ones I'm talking about? The little mini ones, and they just like bounce.
Yeah, we used to have goats, just like that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Why
does anybody know why the goats like fall over?
Oh, because they get freaked out.
Scares it. Wouldn't that be weird if people did that?
Some people do. I'm going to read Mr. Lee's cards in a second, but there was one last thing that I just thought of right now that I do, and this might be counterproductive. This might not be a good feel-good ritual. Okay. But I'm a Virgo, and Virgos are very like overthinky and very organized and over-organizy. And one thing that I freaking do is make a list. Like, journaling. Hey, journaling is a good one.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
I'll end up making a list of all the shit that's pissing me off. And it helps me feel better. Yeah, it's my shit list. And then also, too, it helps me see, like, which ones are the things that I can do something about and which ones are something I can't do anything about anyways. And it kind of sets me in the way of a plan of what to do. So it kind of helps me not stress out. But on the other hand, that can be a little like... I don't know.
No, I think that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Because I think a lot of times people get really overworked or overstressed over things that they don't need to be that stressed about. And they just don't like seeing it written down and seeing it on paper.
Well, it puts it, you're like, wait a minute, I can handle that, you know?
Right. And then just the act of writing something down, like actually writing it with your hand.
It totally releases it.
It does, and it gives you ideas. It you're like, then maybe you'll come up with a solution to something. So I agree. You're gonna read cards?
Yeah, Mr. Lee asked me to, and I asked him late, kind of like on the spot, to be our moderator. So I'm going to thank him by
absolutely.
He wanted me to read them, so I was going to do it.
I love it when she reads cards.
I love to read the cards. It's really cool. Like sometimes that helps me too, but I don't really use it as a stress reliever. Just so everybody knows, I use it more like a therapeutic tool to help go within and come to your own conclusions about what you need to do about what's going on in your life. So like, I'm not a fortune teller, and I don't believe that you should use it that way. I just think it's a therapeutic tool. I think it helps you, and I believe in it. I think it's badass. I think it helps me. The whole reason is because it helps you decipher what spirit's trying to tell you. And I'm into that, because my mom's passed away, and I'm really, you guys all know. So
yeah,
this, and let me light this candle really quick. I promise. And then I'll shuffle them up. So while I've done past life readings on you, Jara. That's always fun. I love doing that with you.
We did just one. We did one on me. And then you did it. We did it on you too, though.
It's fun. That's my favorite thing. Okay, so I'm shuffling these cards, and we are protected by the violet flame and the white light of everything that is good. And this reading is powered by the energy of all the friendship in the room and all the love that comes out of that. So this is for Mr. Lee, our good friend Mr. Lee, who's the most awesome moderator ever.
Thank you.
Give you 3 shuffles. So you don't have to tell us what you're thinking or what you want to hear or anything. Just have it in your mind and, clear your mind except for that, and just bring your energy in with me together. Like, let's all be one. And I just added that let's all be one in there. I don't know. I thought it was fun.
Are you going to show the card? Like,
probably, yeah, I'll show it.
Okay.
So let me set them out and let it tell me my story here.
Okay.
And this is for Mr. Lee. I've gotten to be really good friends with the guys and the gals from that chat. And so, like, I always talk about them with you. So I just love them to death. Okay, Mr. Lee, the energy of this reading is the 4 of Pentacles. So he's holding on to he's got his fur coat around him, and he's got his city behind him, and he's just holding on and stepping on those coins and holding on to them for dear life. So that would be a card of maybe possibly holding on to something too tight. Maybe it's time to let go, because sometimes we feel like we can't let go because we'll never feel this way again, or we can't let go of this because we'll never have it again. And so we hold on too tight and we kind of live in scarcity, like we're never going to have that again. But this card tells me that it's time to let go of something, because you'll find out that once you let go of something, that whatever it is, you'll have more and better. So whatever you might be, whatever goes on in your life, just think where that might fit, where you might be holding on to something too tight that's causing the situation friction. So that would be where you want to let go. If there's anything that's upsetting you, you might want to ask yourself, am I holding on to this too tight? Should I let go a little bit because you're causing yourself pain? Because usually all the pain we have is usually caused by ourselves. And so, but good news, Mr. Lee, because in the middle, in the center, the position for you, I'm doing a Celtic cross. The position for you is the star. And the star card is a great card. It's a card of hope. It means to hang on and have hope. So she's naked. That means she has nothing to hide. She's authentic. That's my favorite. I love authentic. And she's pouring the water out and in with the pictures. She's creating balance. And the water stands for emotion. She's got 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. So this is saying to me to have emotional control, to keep balance in your life, keep balance, and have hope, because you've got nothing left to hide and you can do it. This is a very hopeful card, because whatever it is will give you growth and freedom and lessons learned. It's part of your path, part of your purposeful path. So have hope. All will be well. You can feel free to let go of whatever it is that's causing you strife. And then in your thoughts and mind, what you want or what you think is that you want to be a self-made person, and you want to have enough, that you have enough for yourself and some to give to others. You want to do what you want, to be in a place where you can do whatever you want. You want to build your own, like you want to build your own castle and run your own kingdom like you want. She has everything she wants. She doesn't need anything. And she got that way by herself, but with her knowledge and her skills. She's got growth, abundance, beauty, security, and she's holding this. Okay, so she's got everything she wants and she doesn't need anything because she's self-made. She made it that way. But she's holding this bird, and that bird has a chain on it, and it's chained to her arm. And the bird also has a hood on its head, and that's kind of messed up. So birds usually mean freedom. So this means she does what she wants, but she still plays by the rules. So she's still chained to the matrix a little bit. And I just added in the matrix, but it doesn't have to mean the matrix. I mean, she's just tied to something that holds her down anyways. And the root of your issue or problem is these guys, which is conflict. There may be conflict somewhere. Something might be causing conflict. Something that's causing conflict might be holding you back from being that 9 of Pentacles that we just saw. Maybe not letting go of something is causing this conflict. So these are boys. They're not men, they're boys, and they are fighting with the staff. So this could be conflict, or it could be practice. Like these guys, they're really in training. They're really in training. And while they're in training, they're learning from their actions, and they're giving themselves growth. They're growing from all of it. So either way, conflict or in training, the battle is going to make you stronger and smarter and wiser and quicker. So what's crossing you is you might be feeling bad about something, or somebody might be feeling bad about something. So he's like all down in the dumps, and he's got three spilled cups, and he's still got 2 behind him that aren't spilled. And he's all bummed out, like he can't get to his home because there's a river of emotion that he has to cross, but he's not looking. He's not looking that over here, he's got a bridge that he can cross over that emotion and get to his security of his home where there's growth, and grow from the situation, instead of just standing there crying over those spilled cups of love, when there's still 2 more cups of love that aren't spilled back here that could be filled with better love. So this card would tell me to not do that. Don't feel sad over something. It's a false belief. Like, pay attention to what you do have, and learn from whatever happened. But don't get down there. Don't go down there. Don't be that way. Don't be down in the dumps. Be grateful, mindful of what you do have. And maybe at one point in the past, you had a decision to make, or you had a lot of options open to you. And that's awesome, because a lot of options is a good thing. But you want to make sure that you pick the right one, the one that's right for you. So if you found yourself with a lot of options, I hope you want to make the right choice. Like, just, make the right choice. Do what's happy and gives your heart joy. Don't ever do something that somebody else wants you to do. Do it for yourself. And in the future, there might be a situation where somebody might be doing something behind your back, and they might not even feel bad about it. But don't take it too seriously, because this person's only doing it, or it might be yourself, only doing it because they feel they have to. So a lot of times I like to be sure and tell people that when you read the tarot, and right away you're going to want to say, who is doing this shit to me? Who is it? But the answer is yourself most of the time. So before you go blaming anybody, make sure you ask yourself, what am I doing behind my own back? What am I doing that I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing that could be not good to somebody else? So I've also heard another meaning for this card, and it's that he's picking up after a victory, or picking up from the war after a victory. And I've never studied that one, so I just wanted to throw that in there in case that resonates with anybody. And this is a general reading too, so if any of this resonates with anybody else, take it. Take what resonates for you, and take it all with a grain of salt. Like, don't listen to anything I say. Like, do your own research and look into your own answers. But I still think that this guy's stealing from somebody behind my back, and he doesn't even feel bad about it, but he feels like he has to do it. Or it could be me, could be yourself. So in your perception of things, you may have helped somebody. You may have helped somebody, and somebody may have helped you. This is a card of generosity and of balance. Like you have that in you. Like, it's generosity. It's helping, being helpful. Remembering where you came from, or remembering that could happen to you one day, and just being compassionate. So that's that guy. So that would be in your thoughts and in your mind, your perception of yourself. And the influence around you is the Page of Swords. So he's the Page of Swords, and he has a sword of truth. He's got a truth that he's learned, and he thinks he can go in there and handle it. But the thing is, he's just a student. He's just a page, and he doesn't quite know how to handle that sword correctly. So if you've got a truth or something, a message or something that you need to do or say about something, don't just run in there and fuck it all up. Go in there calculated and know what you're talking about before you go in there. You do have that sort of truth, but don't go in there not knowing what you're doing. Like, think it out first. And the advice would be that there's a lot coming at you, a lot of ideas, a lot of creativity, a lot of actions, and they're all going to cause you growth and strength. So they're all, just be ready. Like, that's I guess that would be the advice, is that there's going to be a lot coming at you, but you can handle it. They could be, for all you know, there could be all good things, all of them. You could be getting a lot of messages or hearing a lot of things that you need to hear right now. So take in everything as your growth staff, as your growth wand. And it could be people coming towards you. Could be opportunities. So take it. Right now is a time for a lot to be happening for you, and just go through it. That's the only way to get through it, is to go through it. And then this is the outcome. The outcome is that somebody still, or maybe you still end up stealing or lying or cheating about something or someone else. And it causes some strife in the air, because this card is different from this card. This card, he's not trying to hurt nobody and he's happy. But this card, he's freaking trying to hurt somebody, and he's like got an evil grin on his face. So this is like lying, cheating, and stealing, but not trying to hurt you. And this is like lying and cheating and stealing, just trying to mess shit up for you. So I'm going to pull some more on that and see what's going on there. Why? And so what I see here is that, okay, so it might be yourself, Mr. Lee, because you want to rush in to do something. You want to make change. And it's good, because this guy is always successful. He rushes out to do something, to go fight a war, to go stand up to somebody. He leaves his security for home, and he goes to go freaking do something, make a point and do something. And he's always successful, but he rushes in and does it. He's the shit. So there might be something you want to do. You might be blinding yourself and keeping yourself in a cage, but she can get through that. She can get through those swords, and she could break loose from those ties she has, and she could get back home behind her where she is, but she's holding herself there because she's stepping in emotion. She's not balanced. So don't blind yourself from what you're doing to yourself, and don't hold yourself in a place that you don't want to be. And if you feel like you're being left out in the cold, or maybe you feel like you're alienated or not involved, then do something about it. Don't feel that way, because see, they're outside of the church. They're all crippled and cold and feeling all bad and hungry and stuff. But that's a church. You can go inside there anytime you want. You're keeping yourself out in the cold, so don't do that. Do something about it. If you're feeling a certain type of way, do something about it. If you don't want to feel that way anymore, because you can change the way you feel at any time. You don't have to ask anybody's permission. So I think that's it. I mean, that was nice and long, wasn't it?
Yes, very good.
Aisha's in the hay.
Susie's very good. I can't wait for next week. I don't know if anybody wants to write down their dreams or whatever that they have for next show too.
Yeah, think about the weirdest dream that you have, or if you have one. I will interpret your dreams, and we'll do a few readings.
Yay!
Oh, Bat Mom wants a reading. I'll do Bat Mom a reading. And if then we'll wrap it up. I'll do a quick one. But what else is everybody saying? Page of Swords was in my reading. Page of Swords. Oh yeah, it was in your reading the other day. I hope I said the same thing I said to you. Yeah, I said not to fuck it up, not to go in there and fuck it up. And So, anything else you'd like to add to the show, Jara? We'll wrap it up after this reading. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm just listening. I like listening to your readings. No, I will have plenty of dream stuff, though. I will only have one dream for you to interpret, because you do that for me like every day.
I do. I wait for your call in the morning.
I do. I have the craziest dreams, people. Crazy dreams.
So does Aisha. Has some pretty weird ones too.
And I'll have some questions for you, though, because I think that there's a lot of dreams that a lot of people have, like a theme that happens in their dream that's pretty common. Like I used to dream a lot about losing my teeth.
Oh, that means something.
Yeah, doesn't it mean something about dishonesty or something?
Yeah,
I heard.
Oh, something about speaking your truth, or I'll have all my shit together when we do the show, so I can remember everything.
Okay, yeah, because
there was a short time I had it all memorized, but I have to look back sometimes now. Okay, Miss Batmom's the shit. Okay, yep. The first card tells me already you're the shit still. Oh, wow, Batmom, you're amazing. Amazing reading for Batmom. Oof. Batmom, this is the High Priestess that is in the position of you. This says to follow your intuition. This says you already know what you need to do, and that you have the power to do it, and that you have the emotional control to do it. This has beauty, purity. Oh, man, just the shit. So you got this. This card basically says that you got this. Don't worry. What's crossing you is stability. Stability, or a happy home, or a happy relationship, or something like that. So that's crossing you. And what's in your thoughts, in your mind, and your thoughts, and what you think you should do is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, he tells you like it is, and he doesn't care if it hurts your feelings. Like, he will say shit, and it doesn't matter. He doesn't care who he has to hurt to say it, or he'll if he needs to get something done, he doesn't give a shit who he has to step on to do it, and he's going to do it no matter what. Don't stand in his way, or because he's going to fuck you up if you get in his way. So that's what you might be thinking. That's like you. So pretty much that's like badass, and then boom, badasser, and then
badasser.
So in the root of the problem is there might need to be a leap of faith. You might just need to trust something. You might just need to go with the flow and jump into whatever it is. A leap of faith. Just do it. You can't think about it too much, and just do it, because there's happiness. This is a good card. It can be scary, but that's the best time to do something, is when you're afraid. So you realized that you are the magician. You can make anything happen. You know that you have the ability to do whatever it takes for you and yours to be okay. You have infinite knowledge, beauty, growth, passion. And there's cups of love, pentacles, abundance, and swords of truth, and wands of action, and action and messages. So the magician knows he's the jack of all trades. And the magician knows that he can manipulate energy to get anything the way that you want it. So you know that you don't have to stick into a sucky situation, because you can make your life however you want it. You literally can. And you will, in the near future, be feeling hopeful. You'll find the hope that you need to get all of it done, to go where you need to go. So you're gaining emotional balance, and you have nothing to hide, and you're hopeful. This is the card of hope. That's a good card. Hope is always a good thing. Don't lose hope. Never lose hope. Anybody.
Great. And
the Ace of Wands is a new creative idea or action or anything. A new creation. Its beginning is being handed to you. And It's handed to you by God, so it's a gift. So whatever's coming your way, just go ahead and take it because it's good. It's going to give you growth and make you stronger.
Could it be a baby? No, I'm just kidding.
But, if you want to get technical about it, this is also like the phallic card. Phallic, like phallic.
Yeah.
So like whenever this card could also mean that you're like going to get some, like it's
nice.
Yeah,
I need that card in my just kidding.
And so right underneath it was the Page of Wands. So when you get this new idea and this new creative whatever it is, you're going to want to set out. But see, he's setting out for his journey, but it's dry right there. Like he's going to need water and supplies and some knowledge of the land. So before you set out, make sure you just like I was saying about the sword page, make sure you know what you're getting into and then go. Because the advice is temperance. So this means to gain balance, have balance, be passionate. You are on your road to enlightenment. There's beauty and growth, and just have balance. Balance your emotions, stay calm, balance work with play, balance, everything, dark and good, light, balance it all. Just have balance and keep on going down your path. See the path? And then the outcome is the Hierophant, which means that you are going to come out a leader or get married. But you are going to kind of have leadership or notoriety, or you're going to be authority. You're going to be the authority, or possibly just get married because you got the Dick card. You got it's there. So.
Nice.
Let me see what anybody's saying.
That's funny.
Oh, there's a lot. My computer's so slow.
I'm gonna see if I can go pull the fellatio card.
Oh shoot!
Right now.
All right. So on that note, next show is going to be about dreams and some more tarot. Okay.
Yay!
And I'm glad everybody just liked the show, and so have a good night.
Yes,
Jara,
thank you.
Call me in the morning.
Yes, I will. Good night, everybody.
Good
night.
All right, love you. Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Bye-bye. Internet Tourette's.
I keep saying bye, because I can't find the outro.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.